guys, and welcome back to the modded Minecraft series. This is episode 5, the tree farm cart part 2. And as you know, we're gonna head off to the nether. Now, first things first, did not know that was there. Where is this spider? Not that it really matters. Right, I'm getting prepared to go to the nether so we can go grab our first lot of glowstone. If you want to remember what the glowstone is for, I will show you right now. We are creating a solar engine. Why do I always spawn in cheat mode? Thank you. There we go. So we are working on these upgrade silver solar panels, and we need glowstone. So I'm going to go and grab a load of that. I'm actually going to take a stack of cobblestone with us. And as you can see, quickly, I want to address this situation before we go. We are very low on food now. I do have carrots, but I'd like to keep them growing if I could. I don't know why that's in there. That can actually be sorted correctly. But no worries. As I said last time, I actually do know what I want to do about our food situation. So I thought I'd quickly show you on camera. It's a lot better than wheat. I'm going to keep some of my wheat growing, but not all of it. And it's this stuff, which is drum. You collect it and you get barley seeds and barley. Now this is beautiful. Barley is a lot better than wheat if you're doing it for food, and I'll show you why when we get back. So let me just collect as much of this as I can. I believe there's... oh, excuse me. I believe there's some poison ivy around here somewhere as well. So make sure I don't step into that. Let's grab all this crap. Oh, there we go. I forgot I dug this out for some sand. So make sure you're collecting the barley as well as the seeds, because the barley is what I'm mainly harvesting this for now. I will get the rest later. I've already got some cotton and some cotton seeds, but that's fine. Okay, so there we go. It's got 31 barley. Now, think of this, you know, logically. You need 3 wheat to create a loaf of bread, normally. Okay, there we go. You need 3 wheat. Now obviously this looks a lot like wheat, doesn't it? I'm actually going to turn this one quickly into a barley farm. I'm going to keep talking though. So normally you would need 3 of these wheat. 3 of these to make a piece of bread. Now that's a lot. You know, you still need a fair amount of wheat to do anything. So this is where barley comes in and saves the day, because you only need 1 piece of barley wheat to make a loaf of bread. Yep, there's some in here. Okay. So I'm going to make this a barley farm. It also, surprisingly enough, grows faster. So if we pop down here. Now there is a downside to it, as is a downside with everything else. If I put this in here, we get barley flour. So 1 barley flour for 1 wheat. If I chuck that in a furnace, this is where it's downfall. You don't actually have to cook the wheat to make it bread, but we lose 1 flour and we get a bread, which is brilliant. You get so much more in the way of food each time. I'm going to chuck these in here for now and turn this wheat into bread. Now the wheat will be used for other things like breeding, because you cannot use barley for breeding. Just give me a second. Alright, there we go, we're good now. I didn't grab a crafting station. Go back in there. Okay, so that just sorts that issue out. It's getting dark, but let's head to the nether. I really want to just chuck torches on this. So here we go. Hopefully my game won't crash, because for some reason FTB is very weird. Here we go. Let's get some glowstone. Woo! Come on, don't crash. Yes, good. Let it load. Oh, there we go. I'm on the edge of something. Well, I'm going to assume that these thorn vines actually hurt. Oh, thorns. Thorn vines. Okay, so this is not going to be fun. We need glowstone. Looks like we got really unlucky with our spawn. There's obviously a clump there, it's just not loaded in properly. So, I'm going to head for that one. This is going to be a nice long building process. I'm going to keep all of this in the video because I thought you guys would like to see the nether world that we get. Ooh, we've got some nether trees down there. I have no idea what that is. It looks cool. So yeah, this is... I've never actually spent a significant amount of time in a Feed the Beast nether. So, I'm actually looking forward to being able to do stuff here. It does look like we've got a lot of lava, which is beautiful because we will need it. Most FTB players' end game is to do with... I'll think of it in a second. Is to do with geothermal, and that's definitely going to be mine. Geothermal is so much better. It generates more power. So, let me just grab some glowstone. Now this is all I'm going to do in the nether for now, purely for the fact that it is only actually episode 5. I don't even have a decent set of machines going at the house yet, so this is purely so we can start generating some fuel for our future quarry, which I still need to go and get 9 diamonds for. Another 9 diamonds. Okay, so am I going to have to go down there and probably collect some of that? Yes. Okay, so grab a lot of this so I don't have to do it later. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off collecting all of this and I'll see you back at the house. Alright guys, welcome back home. I'm just going to quickly sleep and I'm starting to prepare, and there's a monster. What we got? What we got? Show yourself. I failed. Oh, there you are. There we go. So yeah, I've got the stuff in my inventory ready. I'm just going to quickly pop this on the drying racks. There we go. Okay, so we're going to get these solar panels built, and then we're going to get this solar engine built. Now we need this. This is pretty much something we need to do. So if we come in here, we've got a solar engine, and we'll want these upgrade panels. Now we need 4, so we've got 4 here. There we go. Nice. What else did we need? We need an advanced PCB, which means we need 2 simple PCBs. So 2 gold, 8 iron, 8 redstone. 2 gold, 8 iron, and 8 redstone. Okay. No, not that one. That one, and that one, and boom. 1, 2. And 3 more iron, and 4 redstone. Now, I'm actually running seriously low on iron now. 3. Was it 6? Did I get that right? No, just 4. That's fine. Right, there's the advanced PCB. So 2 more iron and 2 pistons. I only have 1 more piston. That's fine. Can do with one of them. Just chuck one of them in there. I'll need 2 more pieces of iron. 1, 2, 3, 4. And where's my wood? Nope. 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 I do actually have some planks somewhere. 1. Okay, well I need 3. So I'm probably better off just grabbing one of these and doing that. Would like to craft a piston, please. I didn't mean to do that. Craft me a piston. Solar engine. Oh, I didn't grab enough iron. Wondering why it wasn't working. There we go. Solar engine. Bang. We now have a solar engine for our cart. So, engines, and there we go. Now look at that. Doesn't that look pretty? Now this should be pretty much all we need. It's got a decent solar engine. It's got the decent coal engine. It's got the diamond woodcutter on it, which is annoying because they do actually fade. And we have side storage, which is beautiful. Now we need to assemble it. And it needs fuel. And how do we fuel this? Well, I'm going to have to use the coal we already have. So, just give me... Where is that coal? Okay, so... This is why I needed to start using coal first. Because you need to give it power, like that. So, it's going to take 14.5 minutes to craft, which is not a problem, because we need to make the track for it to actually go along. Now, this means creating yet another machine, which is not a bad thing, but just means more resources before we can gain resources. Of course, it's always going to be that way. So we need to create some rails. Now, we need some standard rails. We don't need anything amazing just yet. What's it called? Rail. Believe it's just called standard rail. No. Let's do this. It'll be much easier. Item subsets mod. Believe it's railcraft I'm looking for. There we go. Okay, so I'm actually looking through them all now. Great. Broken rail, broken rail. What are they all putting? Ah, track. Let me try the word track. And maybe trying to be too specific. There it is. It's just called track. Now, you get a stack of them, but we need to make standard rails and wooden rail beds. Now, this is where it gets expensive. Because we need to make wooden ties, we need creosote. And to get creosote, we need a... Come on. You're not going to let me... There we go. We need a coke oven. Why are you not typing... Oh, there we go. It caught up. We need a coke oven. Now we need bricks and we need sand. Ooh, things getting expensive now, aren't they? But having a coke oven would always be nice. My keyboard keeps cutting out for some reason. Sorry about that. No, I don't need appetite. So, how much clay do we actually have spare? If not, I'm going to have to go clay hunting. Clay. Okay, so actually, we might be lucky and not actually have to bother. But I do need to go get some sand, so that's a given. That is unfortunately unavoidable, but there you go. Lots of bread. Lots and lots of bread. Just grab my monster jerky. So that's why we've got this cleared out area. We will make a nice bit of track. So let's just double check on the cart. Yep, 11 minutes left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and collect an absolute crap ton of sand, maybe. Yeah, we don't actually have that much. So yeah, I'm going to go collect some sand and I'll be back in a second. Alright guys, so this is probably going to take a while. This is not a quick process by any means. But I believe we need 26 coke oven blocks. Coke oven bricks even. Because it's 3 by 3. Oh no, we actually need 27, so 3 times this amount. So I definitely got enough brick. Not brick, sand, but it's whether I have enough bricks or not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for these two guys to finish, and I'll calculate what we got. Basically, I'll finish getting all the blocks, and then I'll be back in a second, guys. See you in a bit. Alright guys, welcome back. So, I actually did some thinking, and I knew that the number 27 for the amount of coke oven blocks was wrong, and the reason I've now remembered why that is. It's because you actually need a hollow center. So even though it says multi-block 3 by 3 by 3, you actually need a hollow center. So yes, a 3 by 3 by 3 would be 27. You need to take one off of that. So I actually didn't waste any extra materials than I needed to. Now I believe Our car is made. Now look at that. Doesn't that look awesome? So I'm going to keep this actual power in because that did use a lot of fuel, obviously. But there it is. There is our car. Now obviously we don't actually have anywhere to put it yet, but there we go. So we now need a place to put our coal coke oven. Now obviously I want to keep this moderately neat, but because of the way things are going to be set out, I'm kind of thinking that putting it here is probably a good place. Not many of these villages are left, so if it comes to it, it will probably be torn down anyway. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put it right here, and I just made it too big. Luckily, you don't need any special tool to pick these up. So basically, if you want to build one of these, copy it as I am. So you go round like so. Make sure you leave this center one hollow and click. And as long as you get this bit here, you've created a coal coke oven, which is beautiful. Now we would have needed one of these anyway, and we will need a can't even remember what it's called. It creates steel. We will need one of those eventually as well, obviously. But unfortunately, like everything, it requires coal. Yes, it needs coal to make coal coke. Now, the reason we have to do this is because it creates creosote from the coal. Now this is all the coal we have, so I'm just going to split that. You put it in here and it'll start up, and what it'll do is it'll slowly turn each piece of coal into a piece of coal coke. Now each piece of coal coke will create half a bucket of creosote. Now we need a lot of wooden ties. In fact, let's double check, shall we? Track. Okay, so to make we only need one wooden rail bed because I think we're going to start off really small. So we need 4 wooden ties. Now we need 4 buckets in total, which means we need to do 8 pieces of coal. Now I'm just going to make sure that my math is actually correct, that it does actually do half a bucket, because I could be wrong, and I don't want to use any more coal than I have to. You may have noticed that I've actually named the videos the part 1, part 2. There more than likely will be a part 3, but this is also not your conventional sort of part system where I've already got everything and I'm just putting it together. This is purely me starting from not having pretty much anything to do with it to me finishing it. So I only actually want a snack of 32 for now. When I get more creosote, I can make more. So this sorts out the rail bed, which is this wooden rail bed, but we need these standard rails. Now this is where it gets really annoying. We need a rolling machine, and we also need to power it. So first of all, let's make the rolling machine. Now it's not too difficult. 4 pieces of iron, which turns into 8 because you need to make these pistons, and a crafting table. So that's not too difficult. We can pull that off. But this isn't the only thing that becomes an issue. So 8 pieces of iron. I'm actually going to have to go mining again soon. 8 pieces of iron. We are going to need 4 pieces of redstone to make the 2, 3, 4. Let's just grab a stack. It'll probably be easier. I am very picky, so I can't have that. Wood. Oh, that's where my wood was. Okay, so rolling machine. Did I only get myself enough for 1? Did I put the wrong stack of freaking cobblestone away? God damn it. Okay, so there's our 4 pistons. We will need a crafting table. And a rolling machine. Boom. Now, as I said, this isn't the actual issue of this problem. So we have a rolling machine. That's fine. In fact, because this is going to be our little machine nook at the moment, I'm going to chuck it here. Rolling machine. It needs power. And how are we going to power it? Now, the basic way to do this is going to be using a dynamo. Now, because if I can't really afford any of the rest of this, it's going to be a standard steam dynamo, which means we need copper, 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 silver, which we've already got. So this isn't really that much of an issue. Do I need... Oh, it's iron. Actually, no, that's more expensive. I thought there was a cheaper way to do it. Forestry, there we go, yeah. If I do it with stone gears and then go to copper, I don't have to use any iron then. So let's grab a stack of that. Let's get my wood. we go. Let's just turn this whole stack into sticks, even though it'd be uneven. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's grab a stack of cobble. 1, 2, 3, 4. So stone gears. In fact, I'll do it this way. Boom. And right, so we have 2 copper gears. We've already got these 3 pieces of copper, so we just need a piece of silver, which we should have. I'm pretty sure I've already smelted some silver down. Tin, aluminium. Have I not smelted any silver down? I thought I had. Not that it's an issue, because I can do it fairly easily. Silver, aluminium, silver. I apparently haven't, so let's just quickly... I don't care about it being doubled because I actually think I've got some silver in here. Yeah, I do. So let's just chuck that in there. Let's grab the 3 pieces of redstone. 1, 2, 3. Unfortunately, we're going to need some coal, and this thing doesn't go through coal lightly. But we do need this rolling machine. So there's the piece of silver. Silver like so, and then we get a redstone transmission coil, steam dynamo, just like that. So hopefully I won't need... There we go. So if we connect it like so, I need my crescent hammer. In fact, we do need to create it, which is annoying. Dynamos need a piece of pipe between them before they will work with anything. So I need lead, 6 pieces of redstone, and a piece of glass. I'm pretty sure I don't have any glass left. That's fine. Not that it's an issue, because I have sand. Let's chuck you away. Don't need you at the moment. Or you, or you. Why did I take a knowledge fragment out? I have no idea. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, I really need some inventory management going on, but I don't really have the space for it as of right now. I was going to do something and I've just completely forgotten it. Need 2 pieces of lead, don't I? Yes, a piece of glass and 6 redstone. Now, I'm plenty with redstone. In fact, I've got probably a bit too much that I can deal with at the moment. Let's do the lead in there. And my piece of sand. So, doom, 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 doom. So basically we need leadstone energy conduit. It's the lowest form. You can do 80 RF per tick, which is fine because each of these steam dynamos do 40. And we need to create some. Luckily you get 6 per craft. I can't do it here. But basically there needs to be at least a piece between the actual dynamo and the machine it's going to power. I didn't even grab my crescent hammer. Your crescent hammer is going to be your tool when you play FTB, because it can do virtually anything you need it to. If you're worried about whether it's going to destroy a machine, get your crescent hammer. Pretty much is the best way to go. So there we have, if I get a piece of energy conduit and chuck down my dynamo, there we go. Now you can see they've actually connected. There's a head tape near here. Now it needs water. I actually think it says it needs water, and it needs a fuel source. Now I think, actually, how cheap is a aqueous accumulator? How cheap are they? So glass machine frame. They're actually more expensive than I thought. As we only needed to use it once for right now, because literally as soon as we've got the tree farm going and I've got all of this wood going, I won't need to worry about filling up with coal. I can just have a pipe running wood, charcoal straight to it. So I think for right now, where's my buckets? Literally for right now, I'm going to chuck you in there. I'm going to manually feed it water, which is not an issue because I have infinite water source here anyway. I'll just create one outside, just so we've got enough to power the roller machine. Let's see how this is doing. So we've got 2.5 buckets. So we're getting there. We need 5.5 more buckets. So as soon as I put water in here, as you can see, we are generating some power. Now I've just realised that I've just used all of that just to do that basic thing. Not an issue. I need to create an infinite water source somewhere though. So I will do it right here. So this is getting good. Now we need to create standard rails, and I need to grab literally all of our iron, as this is all we're going to have left. So if we go to the rolling machine and we do this pattern, we'll get 8. Now actually we only need 6, so that's kind of handy. There we go. This doesn't need to actually continue anymore, but I'm going to put the water back there just so if I ever need to do something with some power, I can. And there we go, that is it created. It's still receiving energy because the steam dynamo is still going, which is fine. I don't want it to keep using any more coal. So there's our standard rails. So we are literally waiting on this creosote. Let me grab some in buckets if I can. So there's 2 buckets and there's a bucket left. So we can create some of the rail bed. Let's have a look, shall we? My voice just went really weird. Hope you realised that. So I only actually need 4. There's a third one, and the next one is coming up. So this is not going to be too bad. In fact, we're going to get it fairly quickly. So we'll probably get the actual. We'll probably get it built today, and it will probably function. But we'll get all the little minor details done in part 3 of this small little series. So that gives us 2, which is fine. Give me a wooden tie and a wooden tie, and then that'll give us the last 2. So let's go grab buckets. I'm going to keep this going, as I said, pure with the. Oh, it's already given us a bucket. Don't click it with a bucket because it actually automatically ejects. So there's half a bucket in there at the moment. We literally only need 1 more bucket. So luckily doing all of the other stuff at the same time proved worthwhile. So there's another tie. So we are literally waiting on 1 more bucket. I just want to make sure that I've got enough. Yes, okay, so I've got 6. So we are almost ready, guys, to actually put this on the map. Ooh. I didn't realise hectates were pansies and they ran away. Okay, so now my sword is actually broken, which is annoying because I can't figure out how to fix this sword either. So I'm probably going to have to make a completely stone sword. Now how do I do that again? Let's just remind myself. I don't want this cobblestone in here for now. Handguard, tool rod, broadsword. These are just knife blades. Okay, that's already in there handily. Sword blade and tool rod. I want to hope for. Broadsword, blade. Yes, okay. Oh, I got a long sword this time. That's fine. That works for me. Let me just chuck that back in there. Repair and repair. In fact, I will repair my hammer as well. Beautiful. Alright, so have we got this final bucket of creosote? Because I want to get this track laid down and ready to roll. Yes, we do. So, this is going rather smoothly, I have to admit. So, do this. Final wooden tie. Round like so. Rail bed. And a stack of 32 track. So let's quickly sleep through the night and get this set out, ready to be used. So as I said, it will be functional. It will just have no automation to it just yet. I want to chuck that in there. I've actually got a place for any iron. Oh, I do. Okay, beautiful. Let me just eat. Okay, so this is why we cleared out a massive area. Now, I think I'm going to want a little runway down here. Ah! Well, that was inconvenient. That was extremely inconvenient. I think I even lost some track to that. That was terrible. Wasn't expecting a creeper explosion, I have to admit. Now, luckily we actually have stacks of dirt. Dirt, 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 dirt. It's got to look neat. So yeah, we actually just lost, is it 4, 5 pieces of track? Now, because this is going to be a true farm, I need to be careful. There's going to be saplings planted either side. Now, this is probably just going to be a loop because of how much track we lost. Yeah, it's going to have to stay a loop for now, but that's fine. If we place down our cart, it's already opening up its solar engine, and there it goes. It is doing its little journey. Now, let me access the inventory. So this is the coal engine. It's currently out of fuel. I'm going to stand in its way so it doesn't go anywhere. So it's currently building up solar energy, which is always good. It's got a coal engine here. Obviously it's out of fuel. Woodcutter, this is where you put the saplings. This is what it's mining, and then its inventory here with its side chests. So basically I need to put some fuel in here, but it's got solar energy. I've put the solar on high priority, so it's going to mainly use the solar power. And if it needs it, it's going to have to use the coal engine. Now there's a reason here. I need to put coal in here. And the woodcutter. Now the reason why it's literally just going around in circles at the moment is because it doesn't have any saplings. So let's gather our saplings. Oak saplings. I thought I had more than this. Oak saplings. No, these might. It doesn't really matter if this is all we've got. So let's show you the Steve's Cart tree farm. Now, stop here. I'm going to give you some saplings. Away you go. Plant them. So now it's going to go round and plant them. And now when they grow, it will cut them down. So, do I actually have any bones? I'll give you a quick demonstration of this. Bones. Bone. That'll do actually. See if I can get one of them to grow, and I'll demonstrate it for you. There we go. So there's a tree grown. As we'll watch, he'll turn up, and there he goes, his little saw blades. Now, because his the light was blocked, as in he couldn't see the sun, his solar engine panels decided to retract, which is why we need the coal engine, because when this thing starts to get, you know, flooded with leaves above it, it's not going to be able to see the sun very often. So it's better just to have that little backup. It should basically never really need to touch the coal, but it might do, and it's just to be sure. So he's going to keep doing his little loop. We've got a coal oven going here, and we're going to start generating some power in terms of wood. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Long sword draws like a bow. You can flick yourself along. Wow. Okay, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in episode 6.